Yeah, so what do we got going on here?
Man, this is Orange County Harley Davidson.
So what do you do here?
I'm the service advisor.
Oh, okay.
So people come in when their bike's having some issues, and we kind of diagnose them a little and go over them with the customer, or just a simple service, tire change, whatever.
How long have you been in here with Harley?
I've been here about 9-10 months now.
How'd you get into doing all the stunt stuff?
The stunt stuff, honestly, I had no idea. I kind of like got the Harley of wanting one for like 9 years, and then got it for a commuter to save gas with these high gas prices, and it kind of snowballed into starting doing burnouts, starting doing wheelies, just riding it like my dirt bike, and getting that feeling. And then as soon as I started getting more comfortable, like the bar setup and having buddies like Bill out in Arizona and helping me set up my bike and stuff, making it feel like a dirt bike, it was game over.
So how did you learn to do all this stuff without killing yourself? That's the big...
just practice, ask questions from better people than you, kind of get pointers here and there, and then kind of figure it out yourself. I always kind of, with everything I've done, moto too, BMX is where I started from. I've even raced mountain bikes for a little bit. Everything I did, I kind of calculated decision or calculated risk, you know what I mean? Like I even asked my buddies, like, I'm not the guy known for that guy sends it so hard or whatever, but I'll get I'll get something clean, or I'll get it done, but it'll take me, I'll kind of think about it a little bit more, or look at the landing a couple times, or roll it a few times, and then when I hit it, it's perfect, it's butter.
And how long have you been on a Harley now?
About a year.
This is your first one?
Yeah.
You're doing all this stuff on the Harley within 1 year?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so this is my first bike, my first Harley. I got it just like I said, just gas prices and commuting, and then it snowballed, and so this is actually the third different build or transformation that the bike's had. This is definitely the best one, I think, for me. Just it's all stuff that you can use, and it's purpose built. So it's a 2021 Softail. It's got the 114 motor in it, custom pipe that I did myself. Just a block in the rear on the stock shock. I think it's a 14.5. We got the Speed Kings mid-bend bars with the Renthal dirt bike grips that you just stretch over, get the tight moto feeling. Elite levers, always the best. Fox Fab risers, I think they're 8.5 pullback, 2 inches of true pullback there. The Softails are very long, so they're longer than the Dynas and stuff like that, so the pullback lets me feel like it's a Dyna. It makes me feel like my bars are right there, which is good for me. I'm only about 5'10", 6 foot, so not that tall. And yeah, I just did suspension. I think it's got Race Tech gold valves with 1 kg spring that I did, and then I did a little adjustment on the Race Tech gold valve and made it be able to take that hit, which is still riding good too, which I was very surprised. It rides pretty good on the highways and stuff, so you can still kind of cruise it around with the boys. Crash bars, of course, so they can hit the ground and protect the bike, and that's really it, man.
As far as sizes of Harleys go, they've got, like, what is this one, like the bigger one?
Yeah, this is one of the bigger ones. So that's pretty much the biggest motor in the stunt game, or like in the stunt industry right now, as far as like a stock motor off the dealership floor. But because most of the boys like the older Dynas, and they'll come with like an 88 cubic inch motor, and they'll do like a 95 kit or something like that. But this is a 114 cubic inch motor, so it's not really meant to do even that. It's probably meant to just cruise and have power wherever you want.
Fast, right out of the
it's gnarly fast for sure.
How are you feeling now? You had laid the bike down a little while ago, didn't you?
I did.
What happened?
So we were on PCH going northbound around Capo or so, and we were just leaving the restaurant with the boys, and I actually said okay, I'm gonna go home, and they were all gonna keep going out, and I went to go home, and I was in front of the boys wheeling, and I think I hit a pothole or something. I was doing a stand-up foot drag, so you have 1 foot on the seat, the bike's up, and you're dragging a foot to balance you out. You're balancing with the throttle, and the bike just shot out from under me. There's nothing I could do, so just kind of threw it and tumbled and slid, and then I actually rode the bike home. Yeah, so I rode the bike home like 5, 6, maybe 8 miles. Went on the freeway too. The bars all twisted and just kind of my feet were like on my motor and everything I was all bloody. There was like blood on the tank and stuff.
Just got some bad raspberries.
Yeah.
Didn't have to go to the hospital.
No, just this like road rash here and some road rash on my hand. And that was really it. So I was really lucky. I think I broke my heel, but never really know to heal.
And how old are you now?
I'm 29 years old.
Did you grow up in San Juan or in the?
I did. I grew up in Rancho Santa Margarita and then San Juan. Working on bikes, honestly, BMX days. So since I was a kid, like 8th grade. 8th grade is when I started riding BMX.
And then, what's your favorite bike? If you could pick any bike in the whole place.
So I think my favorite bike right now would have to be the Street Glide ST. I think they have one inside here. So these are going to be used bikes. This is the showroom. This is all the new bikes. This is where they make all the deals happen and where people. That reminds me of something. And so when I bought my bike, the financial guy, and I mean he didn't look like he even rode, but he did. And he told me something that's always stuck with me since I bought my Harley. He said, when you buy a Harley, it's a dramatically life-changing event. And I didn't know if he meant it in a bad way or good. That's all he said too. He didn't follow up with it. He just and he wanted it to be that way. And I saw him a year later and I told him I understood. And I shook his hand. I was like, dude, what you said to me that day only stuck, and it is. Whether you ride like me, whether you're cruising, whether you get a Sportster, a Bagger, anything like that, these things change your life. And I'm sure it's that way with all bikes, but maybe it's just Harley Davidson's. Between the people I've met, the places I've gone, the things I've seen, just all of the above, man. They're rad.
Okay, so if somebody wants to come in and they've never had a Harley before, where do you start them at? What bike?
So, that's funny you said that. I just told a customer, I think yesterday, I told him ride every single model bike. Even if you're a new rider, or if you've ridden before, or if you think you know what you want, ride every single model bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everyone, they're against the Street Glides. They want the Road Glide. And me too, I was like, I want a Road Glide, I want a Road Glide, I want a Road Glide. And then I rode a built Street Glide, and now I want a Street Glide. Where I spend every day. This is the service department. It's my desk, my area. 2 pictures of me on the wall.
Damn. Does Harley, they don't build those, like, they don't have them in stock that come like that. It's something you have to build and then make it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what style, if somebody wanted to take it and get it all tricked out and stuff, which style bike would you do that on? Does it?
So you'd want to do that on like a road glide or like a touring bike.
Okay.
Yeah, and then basically what they'll do is they'll either chop it or they have a bolt-on thing, and it changes the geometry of it. They'll put the big wheel on and all the big stretched covers. Everything's just kind of stretched and dramatic on the bike.
Yeah.
When we look at it. Yeah.
You ever thought about getting like a vintage and old Harley, or you?
I really I want to build. I mean, I got so many things I want to build one day, but I guess one day when I have my own shop, I want to build like with the jockey shift, an old van head or something like that, old chopper for sure.
Is that the bike you have now the perfect bike for you, or is there something you want to get?
No, I think and all my buddies and everyone that's met me, everyone says I should get a Dyna. I should get an older model Dyna, like a 2005 or even a 2002. Like,
so how is that different than the one you have now?
It's just more. It's better for stunt riding and style. So it has like a cable throttle, more like a dirt bike, and then less power, so you can kind of play with it more. And, geometry, so it's a smaller bike, smaller frame. They're just a lot more agile to throw around.
And then lighter too?
A little bit lighter.
Yeah.
So,
what kind of music you listen to?
Oh man, it's a hard question for me. I listen to pretty much everything. Anything that I can vibe with, I'll listen to. Find myself listening to country sometimes, rap, reggae. Really just everything. As long as it sounds good, I'll listen to it. So.
Promise them everything. Why they all believe in me?
so good for me, and I give all my boys so much props. They do like, I think a couple minutes of that straight. Like that, now I understand why they're going to the gym, they're training, you know.
Is it more of a forearm or
I mean, I think it's whole body. It's, yeah, mostly your arms and stuff right here, but I think the whole body gets it for sure. I mean,
I don't know how you learn how to do that. It's insane. There's a lot of people that ride Harleys, but there's not many people that do that at all.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's so much fun. I just had so much fun, man. That
thing has got so much torque and speed to it. It's insane.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah.
Alex, thanks, brother. Good to
Thank
see you,
you,
man.
Greg.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good to see
Appreciate
you.
it. Thanks for taking the time out
Thanks,
today.
guys.